Okay, all this Bok Choy's got to go. This week it's starting to bolt. I say it's bolting. Okay. Okay, that's it. Sam wants to harvest some for dinner this week. There's a couple that haven't bolted yet. They're going to bolt today. It's going up to 97 again. It's been 97 the last couple days. So here's what we got. I got to put my Jimmy Nardellos and Hungarian Hot Wax in these wicking beds. Get my chives. It's just mums and some other plants. I believe this is catnip. And these are my wife's Gerber daisies she got for Mother's Day, her birthday. And I think this is another flower coming up. And they got some dill. That seeded itself. I'm going to cut this back a little bit. All right, that's it, folks. Got to get to work. Alright, let's check, see how my plants I'm trying to salvage are doing. This came out of the pond. I'm going to let that get a little bit more of a root structure. And this is my jalapeno. The roots look pretty good, so I can get them in. This is my Hungarian wax that I rerouted because it broke. Roots look pretty good. And I don't know if you can see that. Then the new pepper plants. I know it's late in the season, but My daughter really wanted to grow these, so I'm going to try to grow these for seed. Alright folks, welcome back. Gonna get some plants in up here. It's been raining for the last 3 days. I just went downstairs and grabbed my Hungarian Hot Wax. I'm going to be working on these wicking beds. Busted this one off. All right, let's see if we can get these going. That's that Bok Choy. These got to be cooked anyway because they all bolted. This didn't bolt yet. It's just starting to bolt. That one still looks good. That one looks good. This one, I'm not too sure about because I want the flower. See? I'm gonna turn you guys off till I clean all this mess up. Damn squirrels. I don't like to leave too much plant matter in here because I treat these as planters. Our Bok Choy did good this year. Okay, I can go nuts pulling all this stuff out. Let me get them plants in. And that little parsley. Alright, so we got one. There we go, two. And we'll do a third back here. And we'll do two in the front. Look at that. Okay. All right, let's mulch these beds, or this one bed for now. Isn't that squirrel? As soon as you start digging, they're right there. I hate them things. They destroy everything. Okay. Gotta watch I don't get down in this hole. Let's get our... Okay, this bed is done. See how that one takes that I broke? Alright, now we gotta do this mess. Take the Bok Choy out. Yeah, we're gonna cook it all up. Some of it's bolting. I don't like to use it when it bolts. So we'll see what we can do with this bed. That looks good. Yeah, Laura made a really good recipe with some bok choy. It was simple. It was bok choy, soy sauce, chicken, diced tomatoes, and I forget what the other stuff was. Oh, ginger. It's really good. I really liked it. So she's gonna make some more of that. So he's starting to bolt. Nice about these beds is you don't get as many bugs and stuff up here, like the ground bugs, like earwigs and all that. That's not bolting, that's beautiful. It's just starting to bolt. We had that heat wave that came through. It's like 97, 98 degrees for like 3 days. All right, we got one more, and they didn't bolt in the back because they're shaded a little bit more from the sun. And I think this is arugula or something. I did not plant it. Yeah, I think that's arugula. Anyhow, since I'm not sure what it is, we won't be using it. I got some growing out back. Yeah, that's growing like arugula. The taproot. All this will be recycled. This is the liner, the pool liner. I treat these like, I know I said it a million times, but I treat these like planters. So I try to get as much of this growth out as possible. Don't want to clog it up my system. Okay, make sure there's no more roots down in here. That's what's nice about the bok choy. It don't leave real deep roots. So it's manageable. Come on, mosquitoes, get out of here. Turn you guys off and I'll be back. I'll have to stain these beds this year. Treat them again. They're about due. Okay. I thought I had a Jimmy Nardello downstairs, another one. The one that I'm trying to get new roots to grow. The one that broke. But I don't think it's a Jimmy Nardello. I think it's a Cayenne or something like that. So we're just gonna put 4 Jimmys in here. Get over here. So we're just gonna put 4 Jimmys in here. So plant these here and here. You know what, let me do a little bit of an angle for the sun. The sun comes this way, so let's do this. I got one here one here, one here, and one here. I love playing in dirt. Some of these aren't really looking good. Okay. When I add the mulch, it'll get some more support. Like I said, damn squirrels. Here we go. Jimmies are done. All right, let's check out one of our planters. I just put some Gerber daisies Laura got in from Mother's Day and her birthday. I think this is catnip that just reseeded. Some dill. And I don't know if this is one of the flowers I planted last year. We're gonna let it go and see what happens. I just cut the nip was way up here. I just cut it back to let this get some sun. So I'll let Laura take care of that bok choy, and I'll show you what we got. So these are Jimmy Nardello peppers. And this is our Hungarian Hot Wax. I'll be pickling some of them and making hot sauces out of them. I hope that guy comes back. There's a little parsley down there. And then we planted some parsley. I struggled with parsley this year. That's our bok choy. I'll leave that for Laura to take care of. And I think I got a little video of what she made for dinner the other day, the bok choy dinner. I'll pop that up here right now. All right, so this is a bok choy recipe Laura made. What's it called?
I don't know. It's just bok choy, but I don't know what you would call it.
Bok choy, tomatoes, chicken,
Garlic, ginger, soy, sesame oil.
Ginger, soy, and sesame oil on rice. All right, I'm back. Get this downstairs. We'll recycle that in the other beds. Need my hurry for this. And we'll get some mulch on these either later today or tomorrow. Still don't know what these are. Oh, that's cilantro or what? Parsley? That's cilantro. Definitely cilantro. I'll be saving that. Alright, sun's finally out. Alright, we're gonna mulch these beds. I already started putting some mulch in from the comfrey. Yeah, I have one jalapeno inside that I'm going to bring out that broke, and then that's the one I've been trying to reroot. Here's that jalapeno. Okay, they're shredded cardboard pizza boxes. All right, that's what we got. One of my pizza boxes from the winter. And some pine bark mulch. I like this stuff because it doesn't break down too quick, and you can work it into the soil. I'm just doing a little bit of tidying up in the yard. I'm gonna savagely cut them back. I did have some of my butternut squash come up. I gotta finish my firewood area. And that spaghetti squash popped up all over the place. So I'll try to feed it up along here so it don't shade out the pepper plants. All right, let's knock this guy out. All right. See what I mean by my apples? These get so big, they just collapse on themselves. So I'm going to try to train them to one stem, see what happens this year. And give it a little bit of help there. There we go. Okay, nothing exciting today, folks. Actually, I gotta compost this. I'll leave it up there to dry out a little bit. No flowers? What's going on? Huh. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're actually hardy kiwis. I don't know if you see that. They're really good, but I don't know if the squirrels eat them every year or what. Have to cut all that back. This thing just goes nuts, just goes way over there. It's impossible to keep trained. Oh boy, I'm happy. Everything's coming along. I'll trim my spalier pear next year, or at the end of the season. Really wish I can get a legitimate branch from here. Come over here. This one comes all the way from the bottom. Oh well. Okay, I just have a couple more things to do over the next week or so, and then the plants are going to do the rest. I know a lot of people don't watch my garden videos, and that's fine, but I really, really do like making them. I go back and review what I've done, mistakes I made, what I can improve on, how I planted certain things. So, I mean, I got a lot going on in this little yard. I just wish this apple tree would take off, man. I can't grow apples. One apple in 5 years. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in the spring of next year or the fall. I got one more bed I'm gonna put in. one more vega bed. It's going to be a black vega bed. It's going to be where it's going to be for my herbs out by the koi pond. I'm going with black because we're getting a new door. I'll walk by and show you my door. I'm so embarrassed. Entry door and storm door, and they're like gray. And we're going to paint the house like a very, very, very light shade of gray. And we're getting black shutters. I figured the black vega bed would complement the front of the house. It's hard keeping something like this all tidy because it's just, plants just do what they want to do. Everybody else in the neighborhood just throws in a couple flowers and they have grass. So there's always a transition period where the yard looks like crap, the front looks like crap. I'm a firm believer in chop and drop and reuse what I have. So when I chop it and leave it in place, it doesn't look very pretty, but every once in a while I'll throw some mulch on top. There's a lot in this little yard. Yeah, the tiger swallowtails are starting to come in. That's why I plant a lot of dill for them. But the only problem is sometimes they don't leave me any. I've already on occasion taken them off and putting them on another plant as long as there's enough food for them. They probably get so big the birds eat them anyway. We're getting there. My little urban garden. Can't grow grass either. All right, let me finish cleaning up, get the trash taken out. We'll look at these plants one more time. These are, I believe these are potatoes. I don't know if it's in one of my videos. I saw a potato and I just threw it in. And same with over here. These are potatoes. And I believe this is the spaghetti squash. I don't know what that is. All right, let's go in the house and cool off. Hopefully Laura's gonna make that Bok Choy dish tonight. But man, it's good, I love it. Concord grapes. I should probably trim this back a little bit more. So I do have a spaghetti squash coming in. Or that might be a butternut squash. Can't sit here because there's always a ton of ants. Believe it or not, I leave this here because the retaining wall stops and I have a side, but I don't trust it. So I use this to hold everything in place. Am I cutting cable? What am I cutting here? Good enough. All right. That cracks me up. All them cayenne peppers coming in. And I showed you guys my peaches. I know you're supposed to not let them bunch up like that. You're supposed to pick them, make them get bigger. I don't bother. Usually get some decent peaches. Oh, welcome back, folks. It is raining again, 4 days straight. And I've been having issues with the squirrels digging in my bed. So I came up with these cages temporarily. I don't think they're digging up the plants, that they're just digging in there, to, I guess, to bury their nuts. Don't look pretty. However, I did order some cages that I'm going to put in there. They're a little pricey, but I can't have it looking like that. Here's a shot from up above on the deck.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running.
We'll head down into the basement and check on 2 pepper plants that I'm trying to bring back. Did they dampen off or something? I don't know. It was weird. I've struggled with a few of my peppers this year. And also I had some rogue blackberry plants coming up where I really didn't want them to, so I pulled them out and I really couldn't get much root on them. So hopefully I get them to root as well. So we're struggling. These are Jimmy Nardellos, and these are Hungarian Hot Wax. And that's the crazy cat. That's Sam's cat, Frankie. Okay, so I had a couple of these. I pulled these blackberries. They weren't growing in the best spot, so I pulled them to see if I can get them to root. Then I also have 2 pepper plants in here trying to root. See what happens. And then I think that's my pepper do, whatever pepper you call that. That's my pepper plant that Amanda needed. That's my pepper plant that Amanda wanted. Hopefully these will pick up.